Okay, so back in 2001 or 2002, I was in my little studio apartment, and before I went to work, it was around 2 o'clock, because back then, I don't know, it took me forever to get ready for work. I started getting ready about 2 or 2:30, even though I didn't have to be at work till like 4, I think it was 4 o'clock back then, and it's a very small, like 550 square feet studio apartment, and in the tiny little hallway, there was a picture right here. It was this picture right here, in a different glass frame. It was this picture right here, except it was in a different, that's a church like from Boston, when we went there. I went there in the year 2000. Yeah, so that was in the year 2000. And so it was either 2001 or 2002 when I moved into that little studio. And then the little hallway, I had the picture right here, that same picture in a different frame, and it fell on the carpet, and it shattered in an impossible way. The aliens were doing all sorts of shit back then. It just like shattered, I mean, in a billion trillion tiny little pieces. Yeah, it just like fell, and this was just like about 2 o'clock, right before when I was getting ready to go to work. And it fell on the carpet. I had shitty ass carpet like this. I'm sick of this fucking carpet. But I'm gonna get laminate flooring. But anyway, I don't like people in my house and shit. I don't like, I just don't trust anybody. So I may figure out how to do it myself, lay it down myself. But so yeah, so the picture of the church came falling down. And like I say, I mean, and I knew, I was like, even back then, when I looked at the glass, I'm like, and I didn't have time to clean it up as far as I remember until I got home, which was, 1 a.m. or whatever. But I knew it was kind of weird back then how it just shattered in a billion trillion pieces. Because, you think it would just, like that's glass, I think. Actually, I don't know if that's glass, but pretend like that's glass. I mean, normally it's gonna shatter in, just not very many pieces if it falls and, breaks. But that frame, all the glass shattered into dust. Like that many pieces. And I knew it was kind of anomalous back then. Oh, well back then, oh yeah. Back then I just kept thinking it was like spirits and ghosts that were doing all the shit in my apartments and stuff. I didn't know it was like aliens. But yeah, so I knew, and at that time I didn't know who my spirit guide was at that time, so I just thought it was ghosts and spirits that did that. Okay, so last night, before, let's see, it was probably about, I didn't really go to bed till about 2 o'clock, I think. I think it was about midnight. Trooman was up here, and he was drinking some water, and as far as I remember, I was standing around the kitchen, and I heard this, I was standing at the sink, and I heard this weird noise, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing, Trooman? And then I kind of, looked over here. I thought maybe something fell. I mean, it clearly sounded like something fell or something. And like I say, that was not long before I went to bed last night. Like I say, I was standing here at the sink, I guess cleaning dishes or something. And Trooman was up here drinking the water, and I heard this noise. And like I say, I couldn't tell where it was coming from, but I thought maybe something fell, but I didn't see anything on the floor. Well, about an hour ago, and I haven't really opened up this cabinet in a while, because I had a need for a plate or whatever. But so a second ago, about an hour ago, actually, I needed a plate because I was gonna make a potato, and I don't know if I trust potatoes anymore. I got these potatoes at the food bank, but I'm gonna give those to a coworker because I didn't know potatoes were sprayed so hardcore with chemicals and stuff, and you can't get them off by peeling them. So I thought, screw it, I guess I'll just, because I thought potatoes are in the ground, but I don't know, maybe they grow them on top of the ground, but I know they're heavily sprayed apparently, but I didn't really know that, because I thought potatoes were kind of deep in the ground, but maybe how they make them now, they're not. I don't know, it said something on the internet, they're growing them on top of the ground or something like that, but anyway, so I just don't know if I trust potatoes any longer unless I buy organic, so I'm not going to eat that. But I did just eat a couple eggs and cheese. Cheese is probably not real healthy, but it tastes pretty good. The Kraft cheese, and I got that at the food bank too. So anyway, so I tried to get me a plate, and the first plate, you know, was one of these. The first plate, and these were my grandma's plates. After she died, I got them. As you can see, that's the same one. This was the first plate I grabbed. Well, not this one. That one was the first plate I grabbed. And I realized it was cracked in a very impossible way. The aliens laser knifed it. Oh shit, well if they're doing hardcore shit like this, and they may be telling me that they're about to do a physical abduction or something. Because those are kind of fucking scary, you know? But, oh yeah, I could kind of make a face out of it too. Like a profile face. Kind of. So the alien, like I say, I was standing here and I heard this freaking weird noise. You know, last night, but not long before I went to bed. And then, and Trooman was up here and about drinking some water or whatever, about to. And I was just like, what the hell was that noise, Trooman? I looked around him and I looked on the floor and I was just like, okay, whatever. I did not look in the cabinet because I had no reason to get a plate at that time until this morning. Or not this morning, until about an hour and a half ago. And so the first plate I grabbed was just this, you know, this piece, and then I realized it was cracked. And but like I say, they do shit like this. They break shit in possible ways. They use like their little laser knife or something. That's a completely clean, smooth cut. So look at this, completely. And I do remember I have I broke one of these plates before. I know I did. I know I've broken one of these before, but it did not. Oh yeah, I remember it broke like in, I think I dropped it on the floor. And then it broke into like, you know, 5 or 6 pieces. See, that kind of looks like a nose right there. Could be a little face, a little profile face. But the head's kind of odd. So that could be like the mouth right there. But yeah, so they, and like I say, they did it as I was just standing here, but I didn't know what the hell was going on until I got the plate, this you know, about an hour ago. But yeah, they did it in an impossible way. Oh, I don't want to throw it away. I was thinking about just tossing it, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is freaking anomalous. I was about to toss it in the trash when I realized, because well, like I said, right off bat, I didn't realize it was anomalous. Not right off bat, but about 10 seconds later, I thought, okay, this is anomalous, because when I put the plate up there, it wasn't like extremely hot or extremely cold. So that is not why it shit. It shit because the aliens used their technology and they laser knifed it. Just like when they, well, they didn't use technology when they bitch slapped this lamp over. They just did that with their hand or something. And they wedged it impossible. They wedged it somehow impossible, like under there. I did a video on that. But They haven't done something hardcore like this in a while. Magic! But yeah, look at that right there. See? They chipped it. I mean, they they sliced it in an impossible way with their laser knife. And they did that before with the napkin that they placed on the floor there. They laser knifed it in two. I had a little picture. I already said all that in another video. I had a little picture right here of two gray aliens, and I put like Zeta Reticuli on there. And I had it taped right here. And then a few minutes later, they had like sliced it in two and laid it on the floor. And it said, it was a napkin from the bookstore. They sliced it in two with their laser knife. Or no. They sliced the part that said Zeta Reticuli off and they laid it on the floor. I put that in another video. But yeah, this is pretty cool because like I said, first right off the bat, I was going to toss it in the trash can. And then I realized, oh my god, this is anomalous. Because it's perfectly sliced in two. That is cool. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I guess I'll put it out in the garage or something. I mean, I can't eat off of it. This is my grandma's plate. Look, this is like magic. Magic. So look at that. See, because the camera, it's going to be hard to see the crack. Wait a minute. See, yeah, it's kind of hard to see the crack. Or maybe, well, maybe you can, I don't know. But right here, as I'm looking through the iPhone, I can't see the crack. I can see it with the naked eye, but not really through the iPhone. So see, I could do a magic trick. Oh, whoops. Do a magic trick. Ta-da! Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I'm going to have to put it in the garage or something. Because I don't want to keep accidentally grabbing it and shit. You know. But yeah, this is like wild. Because sometimes they'll do like paranormal activity and shit. When they're trying to tell you something. But when they bitch slapped that lamp, that was after the physical abduction. So I thought they were going to come and abduct me again, and they never did. And I think it was after that January physical abduction as well. Because there was one, April, wait a minute. Yeah, it was after that January physical abduction, and not long after that, they bitch slapped the lamp over, like BAM! And then they wedged it under the cabinet in a very impossible way. They like had it bit. It was really weird. I can't reenact it because it was really weird in an impossible way. And I took a picture of it. That's in another video. I took a picture of it, the original. And then as you can see, when I did the reenactment, I couldn't make it exactly like how they did it. But that's in another video that I did. But I took, back then I wasn't doing videos, so it was a picture. I took a picture of it. And I think I did show that picture in that video. You know, of the original, when what the aliens originally did. But yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Cool. Da-da. Ow. Oh, my finger's cramping up. Damn. Holding the stupid phone.